Hi Shreyansh, how are you?
Good, sir.
Good. It doesn't look that good. I mean, it was very light good. I got a very good score in CAT. Should be extremely happy about it. I mean, I saw your score. I went through your scorecard. It was brilliant. I mean, had you scored a bit more in verbal ability, that also would be there in your
Yeah,
mind. कि अगर थोड़ा सा बेहतर होता, you would have scored a very good score, right?
and that's the biggest regret.
हाँ, I can understand. Yeah, मतलब had I been on your part, तो मेरे साथ भी होता. That थोड़ा and verbal is always dicey. I mean, you never know that how much would it, where
Yeah, it
would it
has
go.
always been my weakness, even in the mocks.
हाँ. Because so basically, your strong areas are quant and LDI only. Is that correct? I mean,
Basically, originally it was quant only. Reasoning, you can say it was a bit of luck. Because when I started the preparing, the reasoning part was also very weak. And with the
अच्छा.
practice, it got a little bit better, but not this much better that I got. There was some part of luck also.
Okay. So where from it all started? Let's go back to that. I mean, can I know a bit about your academic background as well? What have you done in your graduation and all, and anything in the past that you can talk about?
Currently, I'm a final year student at IIT Bombay in metallurgical department.
Okay. Okay.
Before that, actually, I have been good at studying since primary school also. In 10th class, I was the Ghaziabad topper in ICSC with 98.4 percentage. In
Okay.
12th, I got 95.6%. And
Oh.
in
Hmm.
JEE also, I got decent rank.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, what was your rank in JEE? मतलब, it must been.
In mains, it was around 680. And in advanced, it was around 1874.
Oh, I should not have asked these questions then because then many students will be thinking he was already good. He deserves to be there.
So there were 1873 people above me. So the competition was tough.
Uh, that's just way of looking at it. Many people would be thinking only 1873 above him. I mean, people have, but I was going through one of these stand-up comedians gig. So he was telling me that when I saw my rank, it was so big that by the time I reached home, I forgot it.
Forgot the digits. I have also seen
है
that.
ना? क्या?
It was a below expectation performance in JE, honestly, because me and my teachers expected better performance.
Okay, okay. Even that was below expectation, huh? Even
Yeah,
1870. Hmm. You are being modest. Okay,
but
great.
that's what my teachers used to say.
Okay, okay. So when were you in IIT Mumbai in metallurgy department? You were saying. So how come MBA from that? I mean, how come this shift?
Since my 10th class, I had that startup thinking in my mind that I want to do something of my own.
Okay, okay,
And metallurgy was something which I was not interested at all. Like, I would go into some Sony Japan type company and do really material science stuff. I was not that kind of person.
okay, okay.
So when this final year started in July, so
Uh-huh,
plan A was placements,
uh-huh,
but this Corona scene was so huge that I got to have some plan B.
uh-huh,
So I thought plan B should be MBA. If
uh-huh.
I don't get a job, I will just go for MBA because in the end I had to do MBA even after work experience.
Okay,
So I said that plan B should be that I can go for MBA right after graduation if I don't get a job.
okay, okay, okay. So basically, in the final year, you decided about this that I'm going to do MBA now.
No, I had decided that I would give MBA a try right after graduation. I was clear about MBA since a long time that I have to do it at some point of time.
Okay, okay. So, matlab, this was clear that I have to do it at some point of time. So,
Yeah,
either after the job or straight away after the graduation. So,
yeah.
either of the ways, right? Okay, okay,
Mm.
okay. So, any placement offer that you received for your metallurgy as well? I mean,
Yeah, I have been placed at Axel Advisory.
okay, but didn't go
It's
there.
a firm in Mumbai.
You did not go there.
No, actually the joining will be in July. So it depends if I get an admission in ABC, I would prefer
Okay.
to go for MBA. Else I
So,
would do the job.
so any specific league of colleges that is there in your mind that I want to go to only these colleges, I'll not go below there.
ABC. I was very
ABC.
clear. ABC.
Not even a FMS.
No. And my verbal score also doesn't permit that.
Because they take a higher percentage of verbal score. The weightage of verbal is
Yeah. General, male, and engineer.
oh, gem. Gem category. You are
Yeah.
a gem category. But because you belong to Ghaziabad, so therefore I asked you this question that because you are in NCR itself, so many people in NCR feel that okay, we should be around it only. So if we get a call like FMS or IFT,
I really don't want to be around here. Really don't. That's why I went to Mumbai.
So this 4 years in Mumbai have completely changed you, eh? Matlab that I want to
Yeah, I
be in
just love
Mumbai.
Mumbai. Yeah.
Okay, okay. चलिए ठीक है. So let's start talking about your preparation strategy. So how did you start? What all did you do? I mean to prepare for it.
My first thing was to give a mock, and I remember the first mock that I gave on GradUp. I mean, I was around, I guess, 15 or 20 score in verbal, and just 5 or 6 more in reasoning. The only was good, and the percentile was showing around 92.
Okay.
That was a reality check that where I stand in GAT preparation.
Okay, okay. So from there you started. Then after
Yeah.
that, what did you do then?
First, I started attending some lectures to see what's the approach of the teachers, what are they telling. But I was kind of not much interested in live lectures. I was more oriented towards practice. So the feature on GradUp, you get daily quizzes. So I start my day with those, especially the verbal ones. I used to get them in the morning, and since I am a very lazy person in the online semester, one side there was IIT class going on, and in one tab I was just doing verbal online quiz on GradUp.
Okay, okay. You managed with it.
Yeah. And then about the reasoning, many people told that it's easy and you don't have to work much towards it. But I knew that I will mess it up in the end if I don't do anything. So I started doing whatever question bank I could get online and practicing all the different topics with cubes or arrangements.
Okay.
Because since the JE times, confidence comes after practicing something.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Basically, I was all in with the JE mindset only. Practice, practice, practice.
Which is very good, which is very good. And actually that is the key to success here in CAT. Not only in CAT, rather in many of the exams, I would say. People feel that, okay, we should only do these 2 books or 3 books and after that we'll be able to do everything in the exam. But actually it is all about practice, right? In these competitive exams, especially because you can have questions from any field. So though the syllabus remains the same, but you should be prepared for any new kind of topic which is there.
CAT really tests just your aptitude, no bookish knowledge.
Absolutely, absolutely. Therefore, I just love this exam because of this only, that you can't say that these are the 10 books, do them, and you would be able to do all the questions of CAT. Probably you'll not be able to do even one. So that's completely different. So when I look at this, that you have prepared for JEE, you went to IIT Mumbai for metallurgy. So from that, probably I can figure out that your mathematics must have been decent. Anyways, you have been a hard working guy in your school time as well.
And the entire preparation, all I did about mathematics was just going through the formulas that are frequently asked in CATs. I don't remember doing any special practice like reasoning for mathematics. All the practice came from the mocks only, and if I used to see that a particular topic in mathematics is troubling me in the mocks, I would just take out the questions of that topic and solve them. And particularly that was probability. It used to hurt very bad.
Okay. But when I just talked about the preparation strategy, so the first thing you told me that you started doing those verbal quizzes, and then those LRDI based puzzles and all, which actually is a very good sign, I would say, a very healthy sign for all the students. Generally what happens that if I love a subject, the way you love mathematics, say out of these 3, so you'd feel that, okay, I should be doing a lot many questions on mathematics because that gives me kind of pleasure, right? Yeah, mathematics is good, and whenever I do any question on mathematics, so I can just do all the questions. So let's keep doing this. That keeps me happy, right? But you rather stayed with that. Being happy probably is not important. Important is to improve your weak areas. Is that correct?
Yeah, because I knew practicing mathematics is of no use. I'm already, I guess, above average what is required.
Absolutely.
So I thought that I will just give it a final touch in the end, and that will give me the required lift.
So anything special that you did for verbal ability apart from doing these verbal quizzes and all? Because this was a weak area for you. So.
Yeah, I would say I would have done many special things for verbal that I regret now. Because a lot of people asked me to read and more. And I have been a very slow reader since childhood, and still I am a very slow reader. So I just tried reading some articles, but till today I don't know how they helped me, because I used to find them boring. I would just some interesting topics so that I can just satisfy myself that I have read a long article. But actually, the real thing came from just practice. Like how RCs in different mocks I have done, various fields of RCs. Some might be philosophical, some might be scientific. And those philosophical ones used to really trouble me. And the real CAT exam also, I just left the one entire RC because I just couldn't think anything related to that. It was so difficult for me.
So which slot was yours?
First.
Oh, even I had the first slot. So I remember the RCs from there. So even I left, because in verbal, even I have the same condition. I always feel that after coming out of the exam, someone asked me that what will be your percentile in verbal. So in quant, I can say that, okay, I'll be scoring somewhere around 99.9. In LRDI also, it will be above 99. But when it comes to verbal ability, I give them a range. The range can be from 20 to 100. So it can be
I also said the same thing, that I don't even expect the cutoff to be cleared, because even in the mocks it was a history for me. Like every time I would miss the cutoff by 1 or 2 marks, sometimes by 10 marks. I guess there might be only 3 or 4 mocks in total where I cleared the cutoff for verbal. They were very, very rare.
So probably the thing where you lagged, or even I feel that I lagged, is reading, because reading is extremely important for verbal ability in CAT. If you look at this section, it is purely reading. Right? RC is all reading, para-jumbles is all reading, then the odd one out, summary based questions. So if you are good at reading, obviously you will be good at verbal ability.
Yeah.
And the reverse is also true.
Verbal ability was actually the savior kind of thing. I used to manage some marks so that the entire VRC section doesn't look that bad.
Okay. Great. So, so when the exam came near, I mean, you did not read throughout the year. You did these quizzes and all. So obviously for LRDI, you kept doing those quizzes, which was very important for you. So at the end, when the exam was closer to, I mean, just 2 or 3 weeks before the exam, so what exactly did you do in those 2-3 weeks?
Actually, at that time, there were college NSEMs coming. So I just left everything about CAT. Because there I was just hanging on the cliff. It was pass or fail situation. So I just said that CAT will wait. First, I have to pass this. So I focused on that NSEM.
Oh, okay. So in the last 2 weeks, you didn't do anything?
No, I guess my NSEM got over on 22nd or 24th, and CAT was on 29th. So in those 4-5 days, I just did a quick revision, and that was all.
So am I only sensing this, or you also feel that probably this is then not your best performance? I mean, had you prepared for verbal a bit better, had you had that preparation 2-3 weeks before the exam, probably you would have scored much better than this, isn't it?
That's what I have been regretting since the result.
So that's nothing to regret, because this is only your first attempt. You were in the 4th year of IIT. Though I wish that you get one of ABC this year only. But even if you don't get it, God forbid, I would suggest that go for it again for the next year then, and go for a good college, because you have that caliber. You can definitely do that. If a person can do it without doing much with verbal ability, without preparing the last 2-3 weeks before the exam, which is the most crucial period, still getting this much of percentile, so I think you are gifted then. So you should give it another attempt in those cases.
Sure.
So how was the exam? I mean, how did you find it? So did you appear for CAT? I mean, did you attempt CAT 2019 paper to just prepare for it?
Yeah, I did it right before the NSEM, which was my last thing to do about CAT. And it was really a shocker. Because I really didn't want to do it. One of my friends motivated me to do it, that you have to do it if you want to give the CAT. Because I have heard so many bad stories about the verbal of 2019. And it was really worse than what I had heard. So
but
I just prayed that
2019 verbal was not that difficult. I mean, I appeared for 19 as well as 20. So when I found 2020 slot 1 to be more difficult than that.
Might be I was psychologically scared so much, so that affected me. I just prayed that this year it shouldn't be like that.
Okay.
Actually, I guess my JEE experience helped me to tackle this exam anxiety, because I wasn't anything worried about the CAT exam. JEE was my first competitive exam, and then I remember I was literally praying that it should be like this, like that. In this CAT, I was just like, we will see what will happen.
Okay, so we went through that anxiety many years back, so that probably helped you this time as well.
Because that was an advantage for me.
And that was anyways a bigger anxiety because you are among a bigger group of people. You are writing a paper along with 12.
There were 10 lakh and here there were only 2 lakh.
Absolutely, absolutely. That is understandable. Okay, and when I talk about the exam, I mean, how did you find it when you were appearing for it? You found verbal ability to be very tough or on the average side, or LRDI quantitative ability? And because the sections are also fixed, that first you have to attempt verbal, then LRDI, then quant. So how did you manage that part? How did you feel?
When I started verbal, my approach was that at first I will check the size of scroll bar of the RC.
Okay, how long or small the RC is to get that?
Yeah. So whichever is the shortest one, and I used to get a hang of what exactly is the topic. So there was one about penguin or ducks, I remember. So I thought this will be the easier one. And I started, and I was not able to do a single question of that RC.
Oh, what's it? Okay.
Yeah. So then I continued to skip the RCs, managing some questions. And in the end, when I guess there was about 15 minutes left, and there was one philosophical RC left. So I just thought that I know I'm bad at philosophy, so I should dedicate its time to the VA part, because I had seen that it was not that tough. So in 10 minutes, I completed the entire VA, and in the 5 minutes, I start doing some RC questions with just trick. And I have this habit, I will not read the RC, I will just read the question. And like school life, I will go into the RC, find that line, read the area around it.
I remember that in the question we'll try to figure out the most difficult word. I'll just pick that word and find that word into the RC. It's the same thing, huh?
So yeah, I used to try that thing in CAT too. And I guess I did around 2 or 3 questions.
Okay. And once VA was over,
yeah, shocker for me. Like, now wake up, the paper is not that easy. But when I entered reasoning, it was an entire different story. I was also shocked at how I am able to do so much of reasoning with so speed.
Acha, okay.
There was a change in pattern. There were 2 sets of 6 questions and 3 or 4 each.
So and we had slot 1. We just got to know about this. I mean, in that initial period of 15 minutes only.
Yeah.
Otherwise, second slot and third slot, people already knew about it. There would be 2 slots of.
Yeah, that's the advantage. So my experience and my instinct said that I should not try the 6 question one, because they will naturally be longer. So I started with the 4 question ones, and I guess even in less than half of the time, I finished those 4 question sets. And I was also what is happening, because I never used to be so good at reasoning. Then I started the 6 question one, and it was really a lengthy one. It was just one set of 6 questions, took the entire rest of the time.
Okay.
So I had to leave 1 6 question set, and I completed the rest of the sets.
Okay, so you did 1 set of 6 questions and 3 sets of 4 questions. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. And what about the quant section then? Anyways, you were good at it?
Yeah, when after such a reasoning, I was like with full confidence, now bring quant to me. I just wanna rock it.
So anyways, I'm good at it.
Yeah, I wanna tell one story. In JEE mains, I really messed up my mathematics section, and that regret was still there. And I had decided that I will pay back for it in this CAT exam. No matter.
Okay.
So I sat with that mentality and just went on doing the questions. I remember I attempted 23 out of 26.
Oh, that's great.
And I was trying to push for more. There were 2 questions in which there were calculation error. So I had to do 2 of that again, and that took my time. Otherwise, I would have done everything.
All 26.
And that was the only regret of that quant section I had after that.
You actually took revenge of JEE from CAT then.
Yeah, because maths is so dear to me that I really can't tolerate messing it up.
Okay, that's great. That's very good. So that was all about it, right? So and now coming to GradeUp. So how did GradeUp help you in all this preparation? If I want to know from you that what exactly were the things where you felt that probably GradeUp helped you a lot?
Firstly, the morning vocab words.
Okay.
They might sound small, but when you go on reading them 1 or 2 months, you would notice that you are just getting better and better in RC and vocab things.
Right. A small effort every day, actually, it becomes very big by
Yeah,
time.
just 5 words every day, and in a month you are 150 words up.
Absolutely. So if I ask you any specific feature that was about this only, these vocab quizzes, those helped you a lot. Is that correct?
Yeah, this and the other daily quizzes of reasoning quant. There were many arithmetic quizzes which I tried to do orally just to keep my maths running because I didn't do anything specific for quant. So I just used to check my quantitative ability by trying those arithmetic quizzes orally.
Okay.
And reasoning were as usual difficult ones, so I was very scared of reasoning quizzes. Sometimes I tried the sectional test too, and they used to give even bigger shocks, so I had to go back to the question bank and see what am I missing.
Okay. So
The
basically,
reasoning quizzes
you got to
was
know
really
the
too
reality.
difficult for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to know the reality from this. That okay, where do I stand in
Yeah.
arithmetic? Where do I stand in verbal or LRDI? So that was more.
And then I remember in the last few days there were revision classes.
Uh-huh.
So I attended that of quantitative ability,
Okay.
and that helped me a lot because I didn't have to do anything extra to revise the formula.
Okay. Great.
So I just opened that recording, switched it on 2x, and just revised the
Complete
entire
revision
quantitative.
was done there. Okay.
Yeah. Because it was my end-sem time, I couldn't afford to give a lot of time to that.
Absolutely. So basically, you clearly figured out that these are my weak areas. On these, I have to work right from the beginning. So quantitative ability, I can manage even in the last 5-10 days because I'm already
Yeah.
going to. So which is
I
the
believe that one should not work on his strong areas. They just need to maintain it.
obviously that's great.
And as I was
great.
preparing for exams also, so I used to do aptitude exams there also. So that indirectly helped in this way. They both used to be a lot of similar things.
Right. Okay, that's all. That's great, Shreyans. Great talking to you. Any advice that you want to give to the students who are preparing for CAT 2021? Anything that you want to say to them?
Be ready for surprises.
Exactly. So right from the beginning, be ready.
Literally, every mock used to be a surprise. Anything can happen in exam.
Absolutely.
I believe mentality is more important than your concepts or practice.
Yeah, we also say that more than the concept, what is more important is the confidence as far as CAT is concerned. So that confidence, that concentration while doing these questions, that is more important in CAT. It is not about that you read a book and you go there and you'll be able to do it. So that's right. That aptitude actually, when we say quantitative aptitude, so that aptitude is actually important rather than these formulas and all.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great, Shreyans. Thank you very much. It was very nice talking to you, and I wish you all the luck for your future. I hope you convert
Thank you, sir.
ABC, one of ABC, and if God forbid, if you do not, so we are always there to help you out.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Shreyans. Thank you very much. Okay, bye bye.